Today's video is a part of our frequently asked questions about daylilies series, and what I'm going to talk about today is the question, are daylilies bulbs? I'll give you the quick answer to that, and then we're going to talk about how that impacts when you want to plant your daylilies. Now, it's not surprising that people are confused as to whether daylilies are true lilies or not, and whether they're bulbs or not, because daylilies have the word lilies in the name, obviously. And true lilies, like Easter lilies or Oriental lilies or Asiatic lilies, are bulbs. But despite the fact that daylilies have the word lilies in the name, they are not bulbs. Daylilies are plants. I've got one I just pulled out of a pot here. This is what it's going to look like when we dig it up and ship it to you. This is what it looks like, and of course, when we ship it in the summer, it'll have green leaves that we've trimmed back. But you can see this is definitely not a bulb. So there's the quick, easy answer to our daylilies bulbs. They're not. So the reason it's important to know that daylilies aren't bulbs, but are plants instead, is because it impacts when you can and when you want to plant them. We'll get, confusion can come in, like if we're going to ship somebody some daylilies, like, well, do I need to wait until the fall to plant these like bulbs? Well, no, you don't. You've got a live plant, that we dug it out of the ground, put in a box and sent to you. You've had it a few days just after we dug it. You're going to want to plant it right away because it's going to go ahead and take off growing right then and there. So for daylilies, we start planting here in East Tennessee mid-March or so. Now, if you live in a warmer area, you can plant earlier in the year. And of course, if you live in a colder area, you're going to wait until later in the year. Until most of the danger of a hard frost or freeze is past in your area. That's when we could recommend you could start planting in your area. And then we plant straight on through the summer here. Now, we get really hot in the summer, and so we try and make sure that they get water if possible. Daylilies are a tough plant, though, so we've had success planting straight on through. And you can do the same. And then again in the fall, it's kind of the reverse of the spring. We'll plant until early October or so in our area. And then folks who live in warmer areas can plant later into the fall. And folks who live in colder areas, obviously you're going to have to stop planting sooner. We recommend 4 to 6 weeks before your first, hard frost. Daylilies are tough, again, and if you mulch them, you might extend a little bit later into the fall, but you want to give them time to get established before the worst of the weather. I mentioned that spring is a good time to plant, and a question we get related to that is, will your daylilies bloom the first year if you plant them in the spring? And the answer is yes, they definitely can if you can plant them early enough. Once you get a little later in the season, you're going to have less chance because you start messing with give them enough time to get established and ready to bloom. But in our area, if we plant by March or first half of April or so, we typically get pretty good bloom that same summer. So that's something to look forward to if you can plant early enough. Hope you enjoyed this video on our daylilies bulbs or not. If you enjoyed these frequently asked questions videos, we've got a whole series of them. You might want to check this one out. And then if you have any questions or like to talk about daylilies, we got into daylilies because we love them. We love to talk about them. So contact information is below, or our website, and feel free to reach out.